Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. It's been I'm being polite there. It's been a very rough morning. Didn't sleep very well. I have been up since around 3:30. My contact was bothering me, plus Mother Nature called, so I had to get up and get moving. And for the third time, the vlog failed to export. On top of that, the Crucial Drive crashed. So I had to completely rebuild the vlog from yesterday. I had it completely done. It is almost done rendering right now, and I really trimmed it down. It was like 50 some minutes long. I'm like, that's entirely too much. I took a lot of the gobbledygook out. So now with the 4 terabyte drive crashing, I'd already cleared off the 2 terabyte. Thank goodness I did not touch the SanDisk drive, so I still had my text and stuff, even though I've replaced the logo, the date. So I was able to recover that, and all the original footage was still in the folders, but for some reason it wouldn't let me slide it into it. It would let me put it in the timeline, but it wouldn't let me put it into the import. But then it did import through the other thing, so really weird. Alright, I've only got one baby dog right now because the other one went under the bed and is being a complete turd monkey, so getting this one out for her walk. She's not feeling the best again. A little bit of belly aches. So I'm going to take her for a short walk, then go get little man. Take him for his walks so they can go potties, and then we are crating them and we're heading to Wangers and Surplus to get essentials, canned goods. We're low on some essential canned goods. Plus, like I mentioned yesterday, I have no water in the car, so I'm going to definitely be looking and seeing if either one of the stores has any of my water. I really need to start carrying just basic regular water for them as well. In this heat, I felt bad yesterday. I mean, they did drink out of that water bowl by the maintenance thing there, but and I got the bugs out. I don't even know if I left that part of the clip in. I might have wiped that out. I talked so much yesterday. I had an hour and 12 minutes of video, so it's way too much. So yeah, we're not going to take a long one here. Probably not even going to go down that way. Probably just going to cut across up through the playground and back home. Just give her a chance to do her business. I'm not sure if she's done anything. I don't think she did upstairs. Yesterday she left messes. I don't know what her deal was. I think the heat. So yeah, we're gonna get out here as soon as possible. It's 8:02 right now. 73 right now. That's the game plan today, is to get some essential stuff and then get back home. Don't know if we're going to get into anything else because it'll probably be too hot, too late to get them to the park. Got a bunny rabbit. Here, let's get out the real zoom. Alright, got a bunny rabbit. Just chilling. She's not even paying attention to him. You're not even paying attention to bunny rabbit, kiddo. You must really not feel good. This is just the easiest way to do this. Just record with the Pocket and the iPhone at the same time and overlay it. What you doing, you princess? Huh? What you doing? Try to show the same subject so when I stop it, it makes sense. What you doing, baby dog? Not feeling the best? This is actually one of her more prominent areas for her to do her business. So, and there we go. There we go. Alright, there he caught the turd monkey. Get him out. Bree did what she needed to do. Him. Oh man, it's already getting too hot for clothing. The humidity's up. We are supposed to start getting some thunderstorms. The whole weekend is like forecasted for rain. What's new? Well, like I said, Mike is working, so we're not doing any adventures. I think his friend did try to call me, but he called the 772 number, and I don't know if voicemail's not set up on that phone or something. So I gotta look into that. I thought it was. I thought it worked before. But I didn't get a voicemail from anybody. Tim was interested in going out with me and surveying these jobs. I'd actually just take all the equipment with me and, you know, figure it out. But, whew. Yeah, thunderstorms are supposed to start rolling in. It's like 40% chances. Now, where we're supposed to go on the 30th, Mike and I were looking last night, and it's 24% chance of rain that Sunday. We're a ways out. Okay, so we got blue skies over that way. And it kind of gets a little cloudier as we come back this way. I haven't seen the mountain yet. I'm sure it was foggy this morning when I, was up at 3:30 in the morning. Got a shower at like 5 in the morning. I was so tired last night, I just went to bed. But didn't sleep well. It was just, I don't know, just one of those rough ones. It's like, I don't know what time I actually laid down. Thought it was fairly early. I got done with the video and then, tried to export it. Failed. Got to try to export a second time. Failed. And actually went to bed in between those. Woke up with Mother Nature calling. And then, yeah, the last time I'm like, okay. And then the drive was missing. I'm like, oh, this is not good. So basically I had to erase the 4 terabyte, which meant everything on the vlogs was gone. So I did kind of change things around a little bit though with how it goes to the drive. I think I have the original footage now in the library instead of in a separate folder on the desktop. I don't know. I think I did things wrong personally. That's what caused the issue. It's such a pretty view out here. Look at these wisping clouds. That looks so cool. Alright, headed to Wangers. I'm resetting the motor before we, the computer before I go in. Stupid thing. I really got to get this fixed. Home sweet home. I'm not running the mic right now. I just took it off of me. Heating up the grill. We found some chicken sausages that were a really good deal down at Wangers. I didn't want to show you all the stuff we got. We blew the budget by a little bit. I blew it because I'm walking, so I took I found like the big bottles of, it's not Deer Park, I'll show you. It's one of the flavored waters I like. And so I got that. We found a nice pack of dog food for him, a whole case quantity of 4, good till January of next year. And so I got my stuff, took it out to the car, came back in, and I made the mistake of going up their miscellaneous aisle. They had a $150 bun coffee maker for $39. The only thing wrong with it is the water flap has got a broken piece that it won't like stay on, but once it's sitting stationary, it's fine. You just pull it off, fill it up, So personally, bun coffee makers are the next best thing to a Keurig. We have quite a bit of McDonald's coffee sitting around here, so, and some other ones. I do need to get filters for it though, but I'm going to try to use the ones we have for the beauty. They're probably not going to fit right, but it'll be something. Getting the grill preheated here for running in and out of the house with all those bags. Dear God, I literally took all of her cool bags. I took all my cool bags, emptied the trunk completely. Only had in there the thermal bags and the Under Armour, so we could put, you know, some stuff in that. We didn't fill them all, but we filled quite a few of them. I don't think we would have been okay with 3. We probably needed 4 out of 7. So, just trying to cool down here a little bit. And I haven't eaten yet today, so I hungry. So, time to grill. Well, I tell you what, one nice thing about running with no microphone is the fact you don't have to wait for it to turn on. Or running with the normal battery handle, because it doesn't sit there and tell you what the percentage is. Speeds things up. Alright, so these are chicken and sausages. I forget what brand they are, but they were a really healthy brand. So, fun part is they are frozen still. I'm going to have to let them cook here a little bit, but I got to keep turning them because I don't want to burn them. They do look yummy. Yeah, so far the grill's not sticking. So I got everything filled in really nice. Which is good news. And I think something just splashed my finger and it's burning and cool. Oh, in spring, that's what it is. I got orange, lime, and lemon. So I think I got like between 30 and 33 bottles. I'm not sure. They're the big ones. So Terry found 4 of them that were 4 for $1, and the ones I found were 2 for $1. We're thinking maybe these might have had an older date on them because they marked them off. So, whatever. It's spring water and it's still freaking carbonated, so it's plenty good for me. So I have the left side off right now, just letting them kind of simmer. They're browned up nice, but I want to make sure they're cooked through. So this side's actually on, but the whole plate is still staying warm. Slowly thaw them out. She's making mac and cheese, so I gotta kind of want to keep them hot as well. You can see the heat coming off over there. Even though that burner is off. Yes, the other one's on real low. Okay. All this cooking and I'm failing to show this beautiful sky we're having right now. We do have thunderstorms supposed to be hitting us this afternoon though. So we shall see. Well, Gimbal, if you'd continue moving with me, then you wouldn't be out of reach. I confuse it sometimes. A lot of times, actually. Mr. Sun's got a cloud approaching him. Hopefully he goes under here pretty soon. They were not kidding about it being a heat wave. And my phone isn't even showing the accurate heat. It is 90 degrees out still here. 32. Yeah. Gotta look a day ahead. But it is just, it's a nightmare out there. So, I was talking about the little gun for your forehead for taking temperatures and whatnot. And it has a surface one on there. It has body and has surface. The sidewalk was 130 degrees this afternoon. The parking lot was 143 degrees. The seat in Terry's car when I put her windows down was 168.7 degrees. The grass in the sun was 106 degrees. In the shade is where I took Priya to, and it was like 86 degrees. Freaking ridiculous out there. Supposed to have thunderstorms and it looks like everything's going away from us. So right now my windows are all open, my sunroof is open, so before I lay down and go to bed I gotta go button it up. I'm waiting for this temperature to cut back or the sun to go down to help it. I don't know what's going on there. So indoors we stayed after we got home. Basically cooked the sausage. They came out really good. They were a little tough, honestly. The skin on them that they wrapped them in was a little hard to chew through. But flavor-wise, they were good. Oh, they were really good. The bun coffee maker, it works. So what's broken on it is there's a lid that, you know, supposed to have attached, and one of the little prongs that holds it on the top is broken off. But it's required for it to work because it pushes the plunger down, which then makes the water flow once you fill the thing. I did make one pot of coffee. A little too strong. I'm going to put it back next time. tomorrow I'll make another pot probably, and maybe cut it back 1, maybe 2. The problem I had was I filled it to the top, like you couldn't put any more water in, and it only filled it to 8 cups. A little concerned on that part. So turn YouTube on, and Final Cut camera is here, and Apple has screwed the pooch. They did not put mic support in on the Pro camera, on the iPad or the iPhone. But yet if you go into the camera on the iPad itself in Final Cut, you get ProRes, you get mic support, and you get ProRes 60. You don't get that in the Final Cut camera on iPad. I don't know what they're thinking. All these other camera apps that they're competing against, and the video I was watching, the guy's like, oh, you can connect Bluetooth camera. I'm like, you're wrong, you can't. It does not. You can hook it up, but it doesn't select the source. Very disappointed. Maybe in a future update? I don't know what this little dude's doing. He keeps going back downstairs. He will not stay upstairs and go to bed. So I'm going to take him for a nice long walk, and he's going to go potty. That's what we're going to do. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. So this is the first official shots with this camera. I don't know if you have flash support with this. That's white balance. And your zoom is all digital. So once you've picked the lens and you hit record, you're locked into that. So they've taken away the normal features. Yeah, there's no flash. There's no flash control here. Alright, now we're down to 30 frames per second, and I've switched back over to ProRes. Because this also doesn't seem to have settings. I'll have to check. You know what? There might be app settings further in the phone that I need to turn on. If I had the audio, I don't have a microphone on me, but there's like a little setting, little gearbox, just like the other, just like the Final Cut iPad Final Cut camera has. There's a little gear, and you hit audio source, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Maybe they haven't turned it on yet. Maybe they're still trying to figure it out in their brains, even though Blackmagic and Cinema P3 and all these camera apps can figure it out. Apple can't. I don't know. But let me see if there's any settings further deeper. If there's like an app settings, kind of like the camera app has. But yeah, so far I can't see any flash options or anything like that. So basically it just makes it a worthless camera to me. Okay, we go into apps. We find Final Cut camera. So there is a Bluetooth toggle, and it is turned on. Microphone, which is the internal microphone. Your camera. Obviously it's version 1. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just something they haven't turned on yet in this version, and it'll be in a future update, but as of right now, they've kind of messed up. Got a pretty moon tonight. Trying to get it dialed down. Now this is the native app. I am going to try the other app. It keeps trying to go back out of it. See, I'm hoping the other one doesn't automatically adjust. That's actually pretty good. Not quite fully zoomed. There, 15x. We're going to check out the construction site since we're out here. Okay, so with Final Cut camera, you get -6. It's a little jittery. I do have stabilization on, I believe. That's 10x on the 120. Seems like I'm closer into it though. I wonder if you can weight balance this like you can the other one. I gotta check stabilization. So you have a separate slider for zooming. Okay, right there's the focus point I want to focus on, and now it's not focusing. Hold on a second. See if I can hold still long enough here. Just trying to bring it back in. Now this is only video. I don't think you can do photos with this. So 10x is, seems like it comes in a lot further than it does with the native camera app. At only 10x. Kind of unusual. Right there's at 5.3. Which is what it feels like in the native app at full 15. I've actually turned the Evo, since I have no flash, all the way to 0. I'm gonna say that doesn't look like much being done there. There's a moon out there in the distance. Yeah, so once you're recording with this, you are in that lens. There's no switching it once you're going. That's kind of a bust, in my opinion. Just walk around the edge here, because they did have the road kind of closed off here when we came home this afternoon. I don't know exactly what they were working on. So you do have front camera. Looks like I'm still in ProRes and everything. And yeah, I don't know. See how stable that is. Stabilization was on it's not like Samsung where you have to turn each one on individually. So that's kind of nice that once you set something, all the camera lenses are set that way. What you looking at, buddy? Can you? No, you can't flip while recording now still. That would have been kind of a nice feature. Alright. I'm not seeing a whole lot new down here. Ooh, pretty sunset time. Ooh, pretty. Maybe it was worth getting out here. Honestly, I think I'm going to bring Priya out for a little wander. It's going to get even darker. Now, I'm not sure what they had the road closed for today, but they were working over where the cones are. It's the drainage. I don't know what they were, because there was a whole bunch of people here when we left, and then, so, what are you exploring to, dude? Hey, you're on private property there, buddy. Since I turned it down to 30 frames per second, I think we're going to have a pretty decent image here. The native camera, though, actually has the ability to auto switch, and I always have that turned on. So even though I'm filming in 60 frames per second, it'll automatically drop it down to 30 in low light to give you better quality without really, the way you don't have to think about it. With this one here, you would again still need external to run ProRes 60 frames a second. Even though I kind of tricked it, I plugged the Crucial in, the 2 terabyte, and when I went back into it, it was actually it kept 60 up there, but I didn't hit record yet because I was trying to get the mic connected. So I'm kind of curious though if they've done any type of magic with wind, because there's a little bit of a breeze right now. It's finally cooling down a little bit. It's saying it's 80. So, but, all right. Little man finally did his number 2. So we're gonna head back and see if Priya wants to go for a number 2, or she'll just end up, going on a puppy pad tonight. Nice, it's cooling down. I can now close my car up. So when you open the app up, you get your preferences, so you can either be in ProRes or Havoc. He was saying about log, and I'm not seeing log there. I don't see that setting either. Well, maybe it's, oh, there you go. Okay, SDR, HDR, or log. Okay, so it's in color and dynamic range. So you get your 1080, 4K. It does give you that 60 frame option, but it will then give you a message that you can't film with it. Back into settings. So you got stabilization, mirror front camera. I don't know why that's even a thing. Personally, I just forget which camera I have that one of the phones doesn't let you turn that off. So we went into, we didn't go into tools. I have the grid lines on. You can see them up there. Overexposure indicator and focus peaking. I don't have either one of them turned on right now. And then the magical audio one that right now I don't have the microphone even with me. But when you click on that, that's all it gives you, even with the microphone connected. Sit you guys long ways, exit out of there. I'll flip the camera quick. So, yeah, so on the side, so you got, that's the little gear I'm talking about to get into your menus. And it tells you what you're filming in, 30 frames per second, 4K, HDR, ProRes. And it gives you how much record time you have, your multicam, which I did connect that to the iPad. That, I think, could actually be kind of helpful doing reviews. Having an iPhone overhead and having another one sitting, in another location. And you'd be able to film directly right in. And then So this guy here is actually your zoom lever, the little magnifying glass. It's all digital zoom. Then you can switch to 13, 24, or the 120. So 120 just seems like it's way closer, and it's totally not in focus right now because it's so dark. And then you can expand, so you can actually lock your portrait or lock your orientation to, you know, left, right, or portrait, or unlocked, which is what I have it on. Autofocus. Looks like you have. Okay, so I wonder if that's actually if you can actually do that like while you're recording, and do like the zoom back like the Sonys can do. And we will go. Okay, how do I get back to auto? Uh-oh. And okay, you just click it down there. The bottom, obviously your record button, and then you can switch front to back cameras. There's your exposure. I have it set at 0. So you can bring it all the way up to +6 or to -6, which for moon photos is good. My normal daytime shooting is -0. Well, my normal shooting on the iPhone is -0, but you have like literally all points. So very, very interesting. Or you can say auto. Interesting, you can actually switch that to an auto. Oh, there's ISO and shutter too. When you do switch, okay. Wow. There's a lot more in here than you just got to keep playing with things. And you can adjust your ISO and your shutter speeds as well. Very, very cool. Now, mic support. All right, so it seems like it zoomed in a lot more. Sorry, I'm trying to see the sidewalk at the same time because I took Priya out and it's now dark. But I don't know if it is or not. And the jitteriness is on screen, but it's not in the video. It does stabilize. I'm not sure if it's doing it in post or how it's doing it, but nonetheless, sorry. I don't want to walk off the sidewalk, but it does work. It does look pretty sharp, as you've seen. What do you think, Princess? Did you go potties? Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. She came running down the stairs and she's like, I gotta go. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And interview tomorrow with Aldi's at 9:30. So I'll see you bright and early. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Stay safe.